I know online today people make it look
Hey.
But if you're gonna put
You guys, you won't believe this.
Someone who's doing it,
I'm
been doing it for over 30 years, who wrote one of the best sellers.
Oh my God. I was trying to go live, and for some reason, my internet's not working. How crazy is that? So wait, let me see. I'm getting set up. With my alternative option. How does that go if I go sideways? Ange, what's up, mama?
Specifically for LA.
Oh, can't turn my phone while live.
They understand, man. It's become a classic now.
What's up, Lupe? I'm having all kind of technical trouble today, but I'm gonna fix it.
Classic, another wake-up show.
For some reason, the internet is off on me, or not off, but I cannot get on my computer. There's our music. I'm getting set up. Hold on. Don't get dizzy. Hey, there's my people. Hey, Jess, I know I need to call you. I was in a meeting. I'll get you today. There's our music. I don't know what's going on with the computer. I can't get online. I know I paid that stupid bill. Go figure. You guys can see me okay? This is good? I'm using the phone. Let's see. Wait a minute. All right. I'm glad it's perfect, Ange. Thank you. There's my music. What's up, Zach? Hey, thanks for that. I love that dude you sent me. We'll talk about him today. All right. I'm on to plan B. Hey, the world gives you a lemon, you make some damn lemonade, right? If the computer won't go on live, you get on the phone and go live, right? That's what I'm doing. You gotta be nimble. You gotta be quick. You can't let them mess with you. They're gonna try to bring you down every day, right? Hey, Garrett. What's up, Peaches? Everybody, here's my decaf coffee. There's my wake-up show music. Ladies and gentlemen, let's pause it. Let's pause that. Boom. What's up, my people? What's up? That's the music called The Wake Up Show. That's the Wake Up Show theme song, because this is the Wake Up Show. I'm Daron Campbell. This is the Road to $1 Million. I am your real estate mentor, real estate and sales mentor, really. Because you know what I'm finding? I'm bumping into all kinds of people that sell things other than real estate. And guess what they need? Sales skills, just like all of us. So it's not just real estate anymore, I don't think. I think I'm branching out. I think I'm becoming the real estate and sales guru. Maybe it's just sales guru. Maybe I'm not just the Reverend of real estate. Maybe I'm the Reverend of real estate sales and all other things to be sold. I don't know. The point is, the principles don't change. The concepts don't change. The tools don't change. The motivational needs don't change. So what if we just all became masters at the sales game? What if our tools were so sharp that anything we decided we wanted to sell, any industry we decided we wanted to go into, any kind of promotion we wanted to convince someone to give us, we could do. Any kind of capital we wanted to raise, any kind of, anything you wanted to accomplish. What if you just had the skills in your back pocket to accomplish those things, to make those things happen on a high level? I think that's our goal. I think that's why we come to church every morning like this, 9 a.m., right? I think that's what we're doing. And so if I'm dropping a few pearls of wisdom on you that you appreciate, that you like, that are good for you, that have helped you in your life, then hit the share button, my people. Hit the share button. Hey, Lydia. Hey, T. What's happening? Hit the share button and invite somebody. You know, that's how church works, right? If you're getting an inspirational message every week, and that minister, priest, reverend, pastor is dropping some real knowledge on you and helping you get your life in order and helping you sharpen your life tools, then maybe that's what this is. Maybe that's why people affectionately call it church, because we're sharpening our tools, but they happen to be more business and life tools. But that spills into personal. That spills into everything else. So let's just roll with it, right? So if the view is different, for those of you that just came on, for some reason, the Facebook would not come on my computer. It just says no internet. Why I have no internet, you tell me. I have no idea. But we're not going to worry about it, right? We keep rolling. So I'm on the phone. I'm live. You guys seem to be able to see me well. I can see your comments. So let's get down. Let's do this. All right. It's a great day to make some money. It's a great day to be on point. My man Zach sent me a YouTube video from this guy named Dan Pena. Dan Pena or Pena. He is a in-your-face, trash-talking, heavy-duty dude. Hey, Tam, that pulls no punches. Dan Pena he's a bad dude because he is a self-made millionaire, and he talks to people in the most real terms. And so if you get a chance, check him out. But he says some things that kind of hit home with me, and Zach sent me this stuff this morning, Zachary Lawless. So thanks, Zach. Dan said this morning, he said, look, love doesn't work. Religion doesn't work. Philosophies don't work. Having a guru named Daron Campbell doesn't work. Only you can do the work. You see, a lot of us are philosophers. A lot of us are preachers. A lot of us are inspirers. A lot of us are motivators. A lot of us, talk the talk and talk some good talk and can help, put a little B12 in your bloodstream. But the fact is, all of that is a waste if you don't go out and put in the work. And I think, Dan's in-your-face style is a good one. And, sometimes I think you got to be careful about being really too much in people's faces, because then they lose the message because of the sensationalism or because of the shock and awe. And that's kind of, my style. It might be a little bit more enthusiastic, but not necessarily so punch you in the nose or talk trash about you or call you out that much. Because what I don't want you to do is I don't want you to lose the message inside of the sensationalism. You know what I mean? I don't want to be a circus ringleader. I want to be somebody who helps you capture a few pearls of wisdom every morning that inspires you to get out there and make something else happen. And here's the key to that. So what he's trying to get at is, that I can say in a little more subtle way than he would probably say it, is you actually have to put in the work. You actually have to put in the work, and real results don't happen until you put in the work. And here's a big one. Hey, Tracy. Did I say hey, Garrett? Tracy, Garrett, good morning. Listen, here's a big one. If you don't put in the work on a daily basis, if you don't accumulate a body of work that grows on a daily basis, then your results are going to be sporadic, and they're going to be minimal. They're going to be minimal because most good things happen as an accumulation. And what I want you to look at your life and your business as is an accumulation of deposits, okay? And people are disillusioned by the idea that success is like that. Success is not overnight. Success is an accumulation of deposits. And what you have to really do, the real task, is getting your brain past the idea of the mundane. Yeah, Garrett. Yeah, Dan would say just effing do it, right? But he's right about that at the core. But what I want you to stop and think and listen to what I'm telling you. Everything you want to accomplish that's of significance takes a certain amount of deposits that you have to inject into your work, into your project, into your entrepreneurial venture, into your database. You have to make these deposits on a daily basis, and then they accumulate. It's kind of like saving up for a house or saving up for an investment. You might make $1,000 this week, but you're still not ready to buy your dream house, are you? You have to start making deposits so that you can accumulate some capital. And many of us want to be successful, want to be wealthy, want to be rich, but we haven't accumulated any work capital. And what many of us don't understand is that is the key principle in success. It's the accumulation of capital, be it in the form of effort that you've put in that compiles and compounds as you deposit it, and then that turns into results, and then those results beget more results, and then before you know it, you have momentum, and then once you have momentum, then you can start to proliferate, and when you proliferate, then you can start to dominate, and when you dominate, you can then go to monopolization. You see, and the goal, in my view, should be that you want to monopolize your marketplace. You want to sit on top of the mountain. So in order to do that, you have to take the steps that lead to the monopolization or domination. And when I say monopolize, I mean dominate. I mean you are the pinnacle of that thing. So whether that be inside of a company that you're growing or helping grow, or if it's your real estate practice, or if it's your territory in your sales job, whatever it is, the goal should be to dominate. Dominate or monopolize is the top of the food chain. But way down here, until you've gotten to that, you got to take the steps that get you there. And if you don't take those steps or are not willing to do the work, which is those steps, then you won't get there. And I don't think people understand this well enough. If you are willing to put in the daily work, and if you're willing to persist when it's a grind, when it's boring, when it's monotonous, when it is just, oh my God, I can't stand calling people anymore. I can't stand knocking on doors anymore. I can't stand the people in my office anymore. I don't want to see any of these folks anymore. It's those of us that persist despite those feelings that build the consistency that then leads to success, that then leads to your ability to break through, that then leads to your ability to bust through that ceiling and go to a new level. You see, but people just don't tend to understand that that is the process. And once you understand that that's the process, then you'll start to see the success happen. People don't understand, well, why isn't it working for me? Why isn't it working for me? Well, you've only been doing it for 10 days. Well, you haven't consistently prospected for more than 3 days in a row. If I stopped and examined your daily routine, if I stopped and looked at what you've done every day for the last 180 days, I would be able to tell you with very, very close precision what your income is or has been. Now, how about that? And I'm no soothsayer, I'm no fortune teller, but if you told me exactly what your activities were every day for the last 180 days, I would be able to tell you approximately how much money I believe you've made. And I bet you I'd be pretty close. Now, the funny thing is, on the flip side of that equation, I know some mega top producers who are making silly money, and I can predict before they tell me what their work ethic has most probably been. And it's not coincidental, you guys. There is no coincidence. There is no happenstance. There is no luck involved. The funny thing is, the harder these people work, the luckier they get. And that's what you got to understand. If you never put in the hard work, you never get to reap the rewards of what a monopoly or what domination feels like. And I want you to feel it. I want you to know what that feels like, because that's where freedom is. Freedom is not, I'm sorry to tell you guys, freedom is not kicking your feet up every day and sitting on a beach. I mean, that's vacation. Freedom is having the ability to generate all the income that you desire and do it at will and know the formula for doing it. That's what freedom is, because that way nothing can really stop you. Now, who can stop you if you have the ability and the work ethic and the formula to create success? The market could plunge tomorrow and everybody starts over from scratch. But if you have this formula in your head, you can rebuild your success. You see, if you're in real estate today and somehow, Zillow takes over the world it won't happen. But it's for something like Zillow came about and made us all obsolete as real estate agents. Well, do you have the salesmanship? Do you have the skill set that you could just go jump over and be a software salesman at Apple or Microsoft and make your $1 million? That's what freedom is. Freedom is the ability to drop yourself into any scenario and be able to proliferate, monopolize, dominate. That's the formula. You see, that's knowing how to fish, not being handed a fish. You need to know how to fish. You need to know how to build your success from ground zero if necessary. You need to know how to create success. And that's what a lot of people just don't do. And I'm here to tell you, it's built on the daily deposits. So what are you going to do today to deposit into your capital account for your success? What is it you're going to do? Do you understand? Here's what's going to happen. You have to put those deposits in on a daily basis. And most people aren't willing to have don't force themselves to have the daily disciplines that allow you to make daily deposits. You see, if you don't make daily deposits, then you'll never accumulate. And that compound interest never happens. And we're not talking about money in the bank deposits. We're talking about working capital. But that, like bank deposits, has compounding interest. The interest compounds, meaning the results become exponential. I guarantee you, I used to hire people. I used to hire real estate agents once. I used to help run a company with 400 real estate agents. And the first thing I would tell real estate agents when they walked in the front door is, you want to make $100,000 this year? Then here's what you need to do. It's very simple. You need to make 100 calls a day and do your best to speak to between 20 and 25 principal decision makers every single day, Monday through Friday, and even a couple hours on Saturday if necessary. And the goal would be to set appointments, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But at the very, very core of it, I said, every day you need to come in and you need to make those 100 calls, right? And I said, and you'll make at least $100,000 this year. And I could guarantee it, basically. I was willing to guarantee it. Not for them, but I could make that bet all day long. Now, I'll tell you this. I also said to them in the same conversation, if I promised you a $100,000 check written by me, as long as you make 100 dials every day, 5 days a week for 52 weeks out of the year, well, maybe I'd give them 2 weeks of a break. So 50 weeks out of the year, 5 days a week, 100 calls a day. I could say to them, if you do that, just come in, dial that phone, try to set appointments all day, and the salary is $100,000. You know how many people would do it? Almost everybody would do it. Almost everybody I interview would do it. But if I take it and do it in reverse and say, listen, I can tell you with some assurance that if you make 100 dials a day, 5 days a week, 50 weeks a year, you will make $100,000 in the real estate business. You know how many people do it? Probably less than 10%. Probably less than 10%. That rare 10% that did it, they made $100,000 that year. They made $250,000 the next year. They grew to $500,000 within 4 years, 5 years. And in my last year running that company, we had 9 people over $1 million in earnings. And those were the people who started out the way I just told you. How about that? How about that? The work is what's important. Do the stinking work. Do whatever you have to do to get through the boredom. Do whatever you have to do to cut to the chase. Do whatever you got to do to entertain your brain. Hey, make a game out of it. Whatever you got to do to make those dials. You see, you think, I know how a lot of us think. You think if I got an appointment, don't have to prospect today. I'm too busy. I got an appointment. Wrong. You think, I got 4 escrows, man. I got to go babysit these escrows. Wrong. I'm telling you, you need to do the work that is the daily deposit every day. Despite the fact that you got 4 escrows. Despite the fact that, hey, you had a good week last week, you can kind of cool out this week. No. Massive success is built on the daily deposits. And those daily deposits eventually start to collect compound interest. And that compound interest is where you begin to proliferate. And when you begin to proliferate, the noise about who you are begins to resonate. And then you begin to dominate. And when you dominate, you become the monopolizer of your marketplace. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where freedom really lives. Stop thinking of freedom as $10 million in the bank. Stop. Forget about it. And even stop thinking of freedom as passive income of $40,000 a month. I'd be free. Well, you'd be free for that time being. But what if that company had trouble one day down the road? What if in 10 years, the next shiny object came along and tanked that company and the economy changed or shifted? Or if the next hottest, newest, better brokerage came along 6 years from now and your passive income that made you free suddenly made you not so free because it went away? Well, the key in this game is the ability to know that the daily deposits and what you do with those daily deposits and the work ethic that you use to accumulate those daily deposits and the compounding interest that those daily deposits result in is freedom, because you could do it in any city, any state, any industry, and make it happen all over again. That's freedom, ladies and gentlemen. Freedom is you could pick me up and drop me in Kansas City, and within 3 years, I'll be in the top 10% of the agents in Kansas City. That's freedom. I need you to understand that. Freedom is not this one-time destination, finish line, got it, I'm done. That's not how it works. I need you to know that. Freedom is knowing how to build the machine again and again and again if you have to. Does that make sense? That's where freedom lives. Freedom is knowing that, hey, if what I'm doing right now blew up in my face, hey, how many people saw some stuff blow up in some people's faces back in 07, 08? How many people's fortunes dwindled to nothing? How many people's stock portfolios evaporated that they were going to retire with? How many people's dividend checks went away because they owned AOL at $99 and then in one day, bam, it was down to $1. It was $1. I knew a guy, and this is a perfect example. I knew a guy who was going to retire on his 4,000 shares of AOL stock. And when it hit $99, he quit real estate. He quit selling real estate. He had 4,000 shares of AOL at $99, and AOL was talking about paying a dividend, blah, 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 blah. The market hit a curveball happened in the market, and AOL tanked to $1 a share. And then that guy was in trouble. But you wouldn't be in trouble if you had the ability, the know-how, the wherewithal, the tools, the intelligence to just get back on your horse and rebuild that success. That's where freedom is. Do you own the formula for success? Do you have it right here? If not, you need to be thinking about it. We need to keep working on it. We need to all continue to work on that formula for ourselves so that we can go to sleep at night confident that if anything happens on any day of the week in this market, I can rebuild it. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Karen, let freedom ring. That's what I'm talking about. Think about that, ladies and gentlemen. I want to help you get that skill set. I want to bring you to church every morning at 9 a.m., Monday through Friday, and let's do this for 25 minutes. And then when we're done, maybe we'll never be done. But your skills will be such that you could rebuild your empire at any time, in any city, in any company, in any industry, because you got the tools. And if I can help you capture those tools, and if I can help you sharpen them a little bit every day, then I'm doing my job. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what I want to see happen here. That's why I'm here every morning religiously. That's why I love seeing you guys show up. That's why I'm Daron Campbell. I'm your real estate mentor, and I will see all of you at the top. Back to the theme music. Everybody make it a great day.
Blows up from LA to Hoboken, I'm out. Yo, it's the wake up show, my genetic makeup, take up 130 pounds of beef. But lyrics shake up like January 17th, crossovers extinct, them seasons fossils. Protect your neck and wear a bulletproof vest on your tonsils. Amateurs, bandage.
I'll see all of you at the top.
With quick tech and no quicks on the mix. Spinal meningitis ain't as stiff as the rip of brass cast out slash like racist crackers with whips. Come quick, you're losing your paraphernalia. I'm a hip-hop apostle singing the gospel like Mahalia Jackson. Each Saturday, 9 until the break of dawn. Put cocaine on my tongue, you got crack. Now rock on, rock on, rock on, rock on, rock on, rock on. I'm cooling with my niggas on the wake up show. We kick a little something for the radio. I'm cooling with my niggas on the wake up show. We kick a little something for the radio.
Saturday night, get live, set it off right, swing with my peeps, king. Check your pass the mic and turn the up tier. You hear the speaker blow, red sky, it's 9 o'clock. Time for the wake up show. To the break.
All right, everybody. Thanks, Lydia. Tell your brother I said hello. You guys make it a great day. Thanks, Garrett.
It's 9 o'clock p.m. 92.3. The beat begins to rock hip hop non-stop. You know.